Hello everyone, this is David. In this video, I'll be translating and summarizing the latest Urdu broadcast by Aftab Iqbal to make it accessible for our English-speaking audience. Let's go through the key developments and insights in Aftab Iqbal's words. Let's discuss two topics quickly. Both topics are interlinked and overlapped, and both are related to India. One concerns the dirty game played by the Indian intelligence agency. What is this dirty game? They are misguiding the world by running doctored and manufactured clips. The whole world does this, but the Indian agency is currently showing too much speed in this matter, even though they don't know how to do this work properly. If they do, their method is very crude. There are better ways in the market. The second topic is related to the Indian military think tank, which is spreading propaganda about Pakistan here and there. The latest rumour is that China has been constantly helping Pakistan through combat, and that this help involves satellite imagery. So they have been providing all these images to Pakistan, knowing our aircraft routes. This is why our aircraft were easily targeted. Before we start this discussion, I would like to add a small intro. I personally felt that while India has provided these images about Pakistan, Pakistan has also caused destruction in various places. Pakistan has hit targets in Bathinda, Udhampur, Baramulla and other places which locals have talked about in their vlogs. So why doesn't Pakistan show these images? Today, this question is answered because I contacted my sources in Islamabad. First, let's discuss the dirty game played by the intelligence agency. We will discuss the other issue later, because I am the target in that case, so it's secondary. First, let's talk about Pakistan. The first thing is that India has been receiving continuous help from Israel. While Israel is self-sufficient in these matters, the whole world knows who Israel's protector is. As far as Pakistan is concerned, I had also asked why they don't get images from international markets like Maxar, a famous company. It is a reality that when someone doesn't want to give an image, they make excuses, like the camera was off at that time, or we didn't get the image. Similarly, in various cases in different countries, you may hear excuses that CCTV footage was not available because the camera wasn't working or it was out of battery. The most relevant case here is about Princess Diana. When her car crashed into a pillar, all the cameras in the area were reportedly not functional. Similarly, on May 9, it was said that cameras were present, but the footage didn't show anything. This excuse, in fact, is very similar to a poorly done satellite image. If you can make such excuses for CCTV footage, why can't you do the same for satellite imagery? The next question is, why is India doing all this? Ashok Kumar, a famous military think tank member, made an interesting statement on Bloomberg during an interview. He said that China has been providing these images to Pakistan, which led to the creation of problems. This is why India got caught in a situation they didn't anticipate. In other words, they weren't expecting Pakistan to have all this information. India is now disappointed and embarrassed because, in the ring, they were defeated by a smaller opponent. And like a child who gets beaten, they start making excuses, saying, "I wasn't alone. 5 of them ganged up on me." This is what they are doing with the China-Pakistan narrative, creating the impression that China and Pakistan are one entity. The narrative is being spread everywhere that China and Pakistan are allies and Russia will join them, and that the whole world should be concerned because this matter will eventually reach them. In Indian politics, Modi's approval ratings have plummeted rapidly. Modi has established himself as a war hero, but the reality is that he went into battle expecting an easy victory and came out badly hurt. As a result, Indian media, even their pro-government media, is now silent. And this silence is being used to cover up the embarrassment of their defeat. This is why Ashok Kumar's statements, and similar comments by others, are being used as a way to make people believe that the situation is much bigger than it really is. They are trying to justify why India got beaten by a smaller opponent and why the real enemy is now China, not just Pakistan. Another issue being discussed is the possibility of a false flag operation, It's not that difficult to stage one. You can take a few Pakistani prisoners from jails and make them the scapegoats. A false flag operation could involve accusing Pakistan of something it didn't do just by manipulating the narrative. This is a common tactic, and it's done to gather international sympathy. It's also used to justify military actions or increase defense budgets. Now, coming to the dirty game of the intelligence agencies, particularly India's RAW. They have a Twitter handle called Raw Mag Updates, where they do exactly this: manipulate other people's footage, cut it, edit it, and create a narrative that suits their agenda. This is done by taking clips, removing parts of them, and making them appear as if they are something else entirely. I've encountered this manipulation in my own case, where my footage was used inappropriately. In fact, Raw's tactics are so crude that even a child could figure out that they have been edited. The key to all of this is to make the audience believe that certain events are happening when they really aren't, just by presenting misleading and incomplete information. Now let's talk about how this affects Pakistan. Pakistan has also been accused of creating false narratives, and there are people in Pakistan who are involved in the same thing. However, what I want to emphasize is that this manipulation is not limited to one side. Everyone is playing the same game, and the real problem is that the public is not being given the full picture. The agencies involved are not showing everything, but they want the world to believe their manipulated versions of events. In the end, this is all about gathering international sympathy, justifying actions that wouldn't be acceptable otherwise, and manipulating public opinion to fit a narrative. My suggestion to viewers is to take a closer look at the links I've provided and do some research before jumping to conclusions. This is a game that is being played on both sides, and only by understanding the full picture can we hope to see the truth. That wraps up our translation of Aftab Iqbal's video. I hope this English version helped you understand his message better. Please like, share and subscribe to Public Lens to help our community grow. Don't forget to leave a comment below and let me know what you thought of this effort.